In this video, you're going to learn how to use leaflet maps with Streamlit for free. If you've ever wanted to add interactive maps to your web applications, this tutorial is perfect for you. So let's get started. Before we begin, you'll need to install a few Python modules that make everything work together. Open your terminal and run the following pip command to install them. Once that's done, we're ready to build our app. Let's take a look at the code step by step. First, we import the necessary libraries: Streamlit for building the web app, Folium for creating the map, and Streamlit Folium for displaying that map right inside our Streamlit page. Next, we set a title for our app, Basic Leaflet Map. Then we create a Folium map centered on London with a zoom level of 10. That means when the app runs, you'll see a map view starting right from London. Finally, we display the map on the Streamlit interface using st-folium and set its width to make it look nice and clear. Now let's run the app and see what happens. Once it's running, you'll notice that our Streamlit web application opens up with an interactive map. And yes, it's centered on London. It's super simple yet powerful. You can move, zoom, and explore the map freely inside your browser. All right, that's our first example. Now let's move on to the next example. All right, in this next example, we're going to make our map more dynamic by adding a marker to a specific location. In the previous example, we started our map in London, but this time we'll switch things up and begin in Paris. The purpose of changing the location is to set a new starting point for the map, in this case, right in the heart of Paris. Every city in the world has its own latitude and longitude values, and you can easily find them on Google by searching for the coordinates of the city you want. For example, you can just type Paris coordinates or New York coordinates, and you'll see the exact numbers you can use. Now let's try adding a marker to our map. A marker is basically a pin that highlights a specific point on the map. Once we add it, you'll see a small icon appear at that location. When you hover over it, a little tooltip will show up, and when you click it, a pop-up message will appear. It's a really nice way to make your map more informative and interactive. We can even customize the look of the marker. For example, we can make it red and add a heart icon to make it stand out. It's simple, but adds a lot of personality to your map. All right, now let's run the app and see what it looks like. You should see the map centered on Paris with our marker right there. Try hovering over it and clicking it to see the tooltip and pop-up in action. Pretty cool, right? Let's take it a step further. Now we're going to make this map and our application truly interactive. All right, in this short section, we'll build a little search box that lets the user type a city name, and the map will jump to that city and drop a marker. It's a user-friendly way to make the map interactive and useful for real-world apps. First, we bring in a geocoding helper. That import gives us access to a geocoder called nominatum, which turns plain city names into latitude and longitude coordinates so we can tell the map where to go. Next, we add a text input field for the user. This is the little box where someone can type a city name. The placeholder suggests examples like Paris, Tokyo, or London. Once you add that input and run the app, you'll see the field appear in the Streamlit interface. When you type a city and press enter, the app will try to look up that place. Now let's walk through the logic that follows the input. We start with a default location and zoom so the app always has something to show. In this case, we use a default like Paris and a wider zoom for the initial view. If a city name is provided, we create a nominatum geolocator and ask it to geocode the city string. If the geocoder finds a match, we update the location coordinates and increase the zoom so the map centers closer on that city, and we show a success message with the resolved address. If the geocoder fails, we show an error message and keep the default view. After we have the final coordinates and zoom level, we recreate the Folium map centered on that location and add a marker at the same coordinates. The marker carries a pop-up that says hello from the chosen city and a small tooltip so the user knows it's clickable. Finally, we render the interactive map inside the Streamlit page so users can pan, zoom, click the marker, and explore. Go ahead and run the app now and try typing a few city names. You'll see the map jump to the location you entered, drop the marker, and display the pop-up and tooltip when you interact with it. A very direct and satisfying way to make your map respond to user input. If you're new to Streamlit and some of the UI pieces are unfamiliar, I've added a link to a beginner Streamlit playlist in the video description so you can learn the basics. Check that out to get up to speed, and if you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to subscribe. More map tricks are coming next.